In rural areas of Papua New Guinea, families and communities face deep poverty and cultural pressures. The story begins in a quiet village where childhood is meant to be filled with schoolbooks and laughter, not wedding vows. Behind closed doors, traditions and expectations weigh heavily, forcing young girls to step into roles they are not ready to carry. Debts pressed in from every side, crops had failed, and whispers from relatives grew louder each day, urging Mitro's father to act before shame consumed the family. Sleepless and desperate, he convinced himself there was only one way out. Without speaking to his daughter, without asking what she dreamed of or feared, he agreed to a marriage that promised relief, money, security, and the approval of those watching him sink. While arrangements were quietly made and promises exchanged, Mitoro moved through her days unaware, still believing her future was her own. Only later would she learn that her life had been negotiated in her absence, and that the path ahead had already been chosen for her. Mitoro learned the truth through whispers she was never meant to hear. When she confronted her father, his silence confirmed it: her marriage was already decided. Her protests were ignored, her fear brushed aside as relatives arrived to take her away. As she was pulled from her home, she realized her future had been stolen without her consent, leaving behind only fear, and a quiet determination to survive. Years passed, and Mitoro became a wife, then a mother, surrounded by the life she had been forced to build. From the outside, she appeared settled, responsible, complete. Yet inside, the weight of what she had lost never eased. The girl who once dreamed freely still lived within her, quiet and disheartened, carrying unanswered questions about the life she might have known. Even as she cared for her children, a part of her grieved, for herself, and for the childhood that had ended too soon. The solution begins with breaking the silence. Through shared stories, education, and the courage of survivors, communities begin to question traditions that cause harm. Laws are strengthened to protect children, schools become places of safety and awareness, and families are supported so poverty no longer forces desperate choices. Most importantly, girls are taught that their voices matter. For her, change comes through speaking out, first to her children, then to other women like herself. By turning her pain into purpose, she helps ensure that the next generation grows up with choice, dignity, and the freedom to decide their own